to Central Coast Music Chat. This is my new series where I interview local artists and bands on California's Central Coast. Today I have with me Natalie, Rhiannon, and John from Platinum Disturbia. Hi, guys.
Howdy.
Why am I so excited?
I haven't seen you guys since the show at Manny's.
Oh my gosh.
Revolution show.
Yeah, it's been a while. Nat, you weren't even there for that one, were you?
I wasn't there for that one.
Oh, that was sad, yeah.
This might be the first human interaction since then. I don't know.
Yeah, did you hear the news about Manny's?
Yes.
What?
John, you have not?
You haven't heard?
No, what?
Well, Manny's is closing. He's just keeping his San Miguel location open.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry to start this off.
Well, that's too bad.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
I think the bowling alley all actually closed too. I think it said permanent closure due to the COVID.
Yeah, it's really hard to make money in that kind of a business when nobody can come out and play.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully someone will start over with that location. I'm sure someone will rent it out.
We should do a GoFundMe and own the place.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
So what is everybody up to? Natalie, you're working?
Working. Working, homeschooling the kid.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how to do math, so it is
Turning on the kid's Xbox is not homeschooling.
it's just hard. It's really hard right now with all my responsibilities.
So yes, you're a teacher and you're not getting paid for it. I'm a first grade teacher right now and a 10th grade teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to do 10th grade math, so.
I don't know how to do any math, so at least you got that much going.
Yeah. So your son's not in school yet, Rhiannon, right?
No, we're doing preschool stuff. We've kind of just been kind of the same deal. I'm kind of trying to create a little curriculum. We were learning Italian and stuff, which is freaking hilarious, by the way.
That's cute.
But just just doing okay, what's that shape? And here's some shapes and some numbers, and it's interesting. Even that, I'm how the hell do you teach this shit?
Yeah, it's a routine. I think a consistent routine seems to work. I say everybody get in the shower, put your clothes on, but we're not going to school. It doesn't matter. You still need to get up, brush your teeth, and get ready, and do work.
Routine helps.
I think my son thinks I'm a really mean teacher.
Yeah, that's probably why they have other people do that, because it's wow, this is really can be very infuriating.
Yeah, I went from being a nice mom to being the bad guy, because now I can be both the teacher and the mom. So
sounds about right.
Challenging. So you guys haven't seen each other since the night at Manny's?
No.
Well, before then.
No, you haven't, Natalie, right? Yeah, you weren't there, but you guys, have been sneaking out in the middle of the night to jam.
I haven't seen them both together at the same time since probably the end of January, the beginning of February, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's been
quite a while.
You guys were going to play on St. Patrick's Day, though, weren't you?
Well, we were originally planning a show then, but I think they changed that lineup or whatever. I don't know what happened, but then it was going to be 3,000 and casual killings, right?
Yeah.
I think that was
but it got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
it got canceled just before, the day before or something like that. So yeah, I haven't played. Well, I played last night with Casual Killings. It used to be Forbidden Bastard, but I haven't played since the Manny show before that. So it's been at least 2 months. How long ago was that?
Yeah, it feels like forever.
Yeah,
too long.
Forever. I tell you, my chops are gone, baby. That's like short notice.
Oh,
Are you not practicing in your off time?
darn
No,
it.
I'm not. I don't practice without other musicians. You know that.
Are you practicing
Okay,
that?
John. Okay. John. Okay.
So, okay, let's start with a little bit of history about Platinum Disturbia. Okay, this is a band you created, Rhiannon, is that right?
Yeah.
When did you create,
Yeah.
when did you start Platinum Disturbia?
In the summer of 1842.
It was 100 years ago today. No, it was like
No, today it was Platinum Disturbia created.
it was like a little personal project that I had started. I had this little super shitty like all girl punk band when I was in LA called the Brain Dead Bombshells. We were together for like 10 minutes, and then like they both my guitarist never practiced. Just kidding, but she actually wasn't good. Hey, at least you're good, John, so you have that going for you.
That's impressive.
So anyways, we sent her bye-bye, and then my drummer got married and then wanted to have kids and didn't want to do anything, so I was like, well, fuck this then, I'm going to do my own shit. And so Platinum Disturbia kind of came out of, I actually was moving up here, back up here at the same time. This was like, God, like 08 or something like that. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I didn't know any of the local, music scene or whatever. I'd been kind of like gone for such a long time. And so I just kind of this was just like my tinkerings, and like, oh, I'll create this song and that song. So I had all these songs and I created them, and I don't really write guitar. Like I can fumble around on there a little bit, and I don't write guitar or drums or have any, I had like some ideas like, oh, maybe this sound or that sound or whatever. So I always knew it was going to be like a, like, okay, well, these songs and these kind of like inspiration, this story, but definitely like a collaboration. I always wanted to be able to be a collaboration with, many musicians, like just different sounds. I kind of almost wanted to have like, even like maybe a different sound every time you heard it or something, but definitely have like this kind of like a vein that went through it. So that's the beginning of that. Anyways.
So when you came back to this area, the Central Coast, did you start Platinum Disturbia, or did you join another band, or?
No, I was kind of doing my own thing. I was still really new at bass. And I've been writing for a long time, but I didn't really, in terms of like writing, like songs, was a little different for me. So I really kind of just wanted to figure that out. So that's just what I would do. I didn't really play with any people. I had like, actually the one show booked at the Z Club before that was nothing anymore. And, the person I had playing drums, the person I had playing guitar, like bailed at the last second. And then the person that was going to play drums, he was actually just going to step in. He never even heard the music. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so he was all scared that the guitarist wasn't there. And he's like, oh, I can't do this, man. I'm like, screw you. Let's just go up there and figure it out. So that didn't happen, but it was hilarious.
That's actually Platinum Disturbia's business model. I don't know. We'll just fucking do it.
That's pretty much how it's been since I met John. Actually, no, before that. Since when Chris asked me if I had my band still, when he was throwing that last Bitch Bitch show, where Platinum played for the first time ever. And that was kind of the mindset behind that. He was all, hey, do you still have your band? I'm all, oh, I haven't talked to those guys in a long time. He was like, okay, well, I'll send some musicians your way, like, put something together. I was like, fuck, okay.
Oh, and what do you have, 2 months?
Yeah, it was literally 2 months. I just started with Bunker Club. And so I played. Yeah, and I was playing with Bunker Club for maybe like a month. I'd started with them in, what was it, August, I think? My first show with Bunker Club was that September. And that's about when Chris proposed the idea. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just getting my chops with Bunker Club. And I like, kind of like revert a little bit. And then, so he had actually sent me a couple people's information, and I, got talking to John, and like right away, we definitely had the closest kind of match in terms of just, like musical influence and, just ability, like musicianship really. Okay. Like similar theories with that as well. So So it's like, okay, and we had like one student practice together about pizza, and we played in this tiny, little
it's funky little
friends,
studio in Laurel Bay.
studio.
There's actually an improv school kind of thing. I knew the gal who owned it.
Yeah, she has a dance studio. Or, well, one of the gals, anyways, Shauna, that used to. She has like a dance studio there and stuff. And it was hilarious.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's cool.
And then we're like, hey, this fucking works, cool. And so that's how that happened. And then we kind of went, fumbled our way through a couple of drummers. And then
I was gonna say, the first time I saw you guys, you had a different drummer, and then you got Natalie, and I was like, yes.
Well,
fit for you guys. So I thought that was really cool that when Natalie joined. So how'd you guys meet Natalie?
Yeah, well, that was actually the best. It was very fortuitous.
We were cruising downtown Los Angeles, and there was some girls standing on the corner. Natalie put up her skirt, touch. I said, "That's our drummer right there. That's the one."
You by chance play drums? Well, that was a random, Caleb was the one who mentioned it. I'd heard of Pillage before, but I didn't really know anything about the musicians or whatever. And Caleb knew we were looking for a drummer, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I know this chick. It's pretty cool, and she comes to 3000 practice and whatever." And put us in touch, and it was kind of the same thing. It was just like, oh, cool, like similar taste in music and similar style of musicianship and just kind of knowledge of music theory, whatever. I mean, there had to be a little bit because a couple of drummers that we played before with were like, okay, you got to at least know something about music theory. Like at least playing music has to be a thing you know how to do.
Or be able to do this.
Yeah.
Well, that's always a plus when you're a drummer.
When I first saw you guys, your drummer was dressed up like Santa Claus because it was you had spots.
Yeah. That was an awful
and
gig.
Someone had
my God.
cash box, and your drummer went running in the Santa suit. The guy that stole the cash box.
Yeah, he tackled him about half a block away. Oh, it was hilarious.
That was hilarious. I saw that picture, by the way. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Gosh.
There's a decent video on YouTube. I don't know where to find. I think if you just look up Platinum Disturbia, but it's that show, and it's pretty decent. We chop up that Christmas song like pretty badly a couple of times. There's like 2 people in the house. My wife and her friend are 2 of them, so it's probably just
the 2 of the 2, really.
Natalie, what were you up to, Natalie, when you met them? Were you in a band, or were you just kind of laying low at that point?
I was retired.
Oh.
I had been in a band for a while, and then when I met them, this chick comes over, Rhiannon, with her little boy, and then we were in Guadalupe at the house. We had to lug everything up these crazy stairs to my studio, and then we just she just put the 30-minute. You guys had emailed a set or something that you guys had recorded. But
yeah, that'd be the stuff we did on.
Yes, but when I heard it, to me, it just sounded like, oh, what the fuck? I have no idea.
It still sounds like that.
I don't know what's going on. Okay. But when she came and she just plugged in and we just started playing, I was like, oh, I could do this. Because I had never been in after punk band metal, but it was kind of like Pillage was kind of a mellow metal rock. It wasn't punk. So
you'd never drummed in a punk band before?
No.
Wow.
So that was, and then her and I had played a few times, and then John comes over, and then I was like, oh, this guy, he goes, you're gonna kill me with the stairs, girl, and I was like, okay, well, I can't lift because of my back, and blah blah blah. It's still the same.
Stairs are like this too. They're not a stand.
They're like 4 inches wide.
Yeah. That A-frame house, I love that place. The neighbors next door, right out the windows, would mock us while we were playing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they would do that?
So funny.
It was
You ever
great.
invited them over for a party?
What's that?
Well,
You ever invited them over for a party?
they were really weird.
The backyard bash when you came, Stephanie, in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
It was that house, but I think, you know what? I think they didn't even care by that time. I think they probably came over and peeked in or kids over. I mean, it was cool.
I don't think anyone was ever really bothered. I think they were just making fun because you could.
Yeah.
You know?
How are you dressed, John?
How am I dressed?
How are you dressed, John? Did you have your kilt on?
What are you wearing?
Oh, hell yeah. I miss the kilt. We have to play because I don't wear my kilt with anybody else.
Oh, really? So you're playing in like 3 bands now, John? Is that how it's working? You're in Casual Killing?
Yeah.
Platinum Disturbia, and what's the other one?
Actually 4 if you count Dog Vein.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Platinum, Bunker,
So
Casual Killing.
rock / metal, a punk, Casual Killings is punk, and what's the other one?
You got Dog Vein?
Yeah.
Or did you get Bunker Club?
Bunker
Club, they're kind of like, they're
fun.
pretty
You still play in that band, Rhiannon, right?
Yeah.
So playing bass, John?
Why are
We
you
should
laughing?
go roll through all of us Billy Pfizer at one.
Yeah, but
Natalie will be next.
they needed a crappy bass player, so they called me.
No, you did very well in Dog Vein. I just did an interview with JD, and I was like, "What happened to you? Where'd you go?" He's like, "Oh, well, I moved on." But I said, "Yeah, we missed you at that show." You know, I said to him, "John was really good. It was different, but yeah, he's really good in Vein too." So
I throw my sideburns like hedges. That would work.
yeah.
Yes, I wouldn't believe it.
To have a wig,
Actually,
and you need like a long-haired wig or something.
Yeah.
like Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
It's funny when they asked me to play with them because I think JD dumped them 2 week and a half before the big gig at Manny's, and they're like, "Can you?" I don't know, man. And it turns out I could, but
yeah.
I called JD and asked for his blessing.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
You know, I didn't want to make it a problem or anything.
Right.
But yeah, he's like, "Yeah, go for it, dude. I don't care."
It's a good group of people, I think, you know, and I was like, well, I'm going to do an interview with JD, and hopefully, you know, Dog Vein will be cool with that. But then I want to do one with Dog Vein too, so hopefully they'll let me we'll see you again, maybe, if you're still in there.
Probably.
And if anyone ever gets to play, so I mean, you guys, is when the quarantine ends, are you going to have band practice or?
Yes.
I'm sure we're going to have to.
You miss it?
Yes.
Do I miss it?
Yeah, I always see all your posts, and it looks like you're having so much fun. It looks like a party every time you guys are out, you know, practicing. It looks fun.
Pretty much. Well, it's mainly been actually the main reason we haven't even been practicing is because I had a million issues basically that happened in my personal life, and then my car broke down on top of all of it. So it's like, oh, cool. So I have no fucking way to get anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's put a damper on kind of a lot of things. So just kind of like this whole, actually this little self-isolation quiet time has been nice to kind of be just repairing like little pieces that got destroyed by my previous chapter of my life. So that's actually, I've been very grateful to have this because I was like, okay, I'm fucking drowning here. I need a break. And so this happens. It's like, okay, I'm just going to take advantage of every minute of this and like put my fucking life back together. It was just crazy. I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. It's nice to kind of just be forced to slow down, really, you know?
Exactly.
So I was an essential employee, so I haven't stopped.
Yeah.
And surprisingly enough, my side hustle's going pretty good. So yeah, I'm still busy as hell.
I see you're working on creative projects too. Are you making purses? Is that what you're doing? Man purses?
Not right now. I'm toying with it, but I'm doing a bunch of furniture. I've got 2 big mission chairs covering in leather, and I've got
wow, that's cool.
5 chairs out of 11 on the floor right now that I'm trying to finish for a client. I'm finishing a 65 Austin convertible top. I did the entire interior.
Wow.
I think I've got I've got 2 Mercedes seats coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing stuff, man. Anything to make fun.
You're a craftsman, aren't you?
I'm like a jack of all trades, master of none.
Uh-huh.
I'll do anything if it's entertaining. If I'm having fun, I'll do it.
So you guys, what is your favorite song that you guys have written together? Is it
Do we write
is that like your anthem?
Girl? Which ones did we write together, Reed? You had most of the catalog.
I had most of the, I had like the bass, like not the instrument, the bass, but like the bass for many of the songs. I had like the lyrics already and the, but no, Rise in the Streets was really a huge collaboration that we created. And then since Natalie came on, well, we all worked on Scream Like a Girl together, which is our new one that we did last year. And then, but we haven't recorded that one. We actually did a couple recordings of Rise in the Streets. So I would say that's probably, right? That was probably like our biggest collaboration that we did. And that one came with, again, like I had an idea for like a little bass, whatever. And then I had, some lyrics, the chorus, I think kind of like in my head, but I didn't really know necessarily, like I had an idea of like where I wanted the song to go, but I just didn't know what it needed to sound like. I was like, well, so that's just kind of how we typically do things. It's like, okay, well, here's my random idea and here's a bass and blah, blah. And I was like, hey, like, Dom, what do you think for guitar? Like, Natalie, what do you think for drums? And they all, and they just put their parts and it turns into magic. Yeah, that's how we do it.
So you guys are planning on when you have a chance and things calm down to go and like record some new stuff? Is that what you want to do, or if you can, or just go out and perform it live at least?
Well, I think we get a few rehearsals under our belts because, I've got a lot of scale to chip off now.
Well, Manny's is closed, but there's Napomo Brew, right? There's always Napomo Brew.
Yeah.
That's always my house. If you guys want to come out.
We love coming out to your house. I always feel like royalty.
In this time and see if we can actually give you some money for doing it.
Oh, hear that? Hey.
Yeah.
We require a green room with no brown M&Ms.
Well, Jeff's he's out there with a tractor flattening out the backyard. He's like making more space and stuff, so he's changing it. I'm like, build a stage.
That's right.
Yeah. But then we could debut our new wave band at the show.
Yes. I love it. It's so cool.
So I noticed Chris you didn't. Jeff and I have been coming up with some new wave music.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He programs all this music into a groove box and stuff, and we had posted something a while back on Facebook where we were both doing like a duet to it.
I love that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Really good.
I missed out on a lot of that because I don't fit.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's sad that at least you're on Instagram, so that's good, right?
Yeah.
I noticed, so you completely did like a relaunch of Rock Off Entertainment, right? And then all this stuff like happened and it was like, wow. So did you have stuff in the works in your brain spinning around? Because it always seems like you got some kind of projects going on. Like, did you have an idea for something coming up? I mean, I know that Burger Records thing was a big project. So did you have any other ideas after that?
Yeah.
Or do you have any that you want to do that's like your fantasy project when you guys are out of quarantine? Or
well, I mean, I had as far as Rock Off goes, I was I was working on a big show at that time I was working on I wanted to do the Halfway to Halloween show because it's kind of just a thing I always want to do. And then I wanted to do a little like summer series. Mm-hmm. And then an actual Halloween show. I was hoping to do like a big summer show too, like a big collaborative summer kind of thing. Like again, like we kind of typically do like the Backyard Bash or something to that effect. because my my idea was use Rock Off as sort of like obviously the promotional end of it, because I do like promoting, kind of